Hey, Joe from Boulet's Garage. Just ending the day here and wanted to bring something up. I'm curious uh, if your state requires a mechanical safety inspection, and if so, what's involved with it? If not, who's your mechanic? Do you have one mechanic, or do you just go to Jiffy Lube for oil changes, and you go somewhere else for exhaust repair, and you go somewhere else for tires? Is that what you do, or do you have one mechanic work on it that you rely on to get input from him or her if your car is safe for the road? So right now in New Hampshire, there's legislation being put forth that they want to do away with safety inspections. And I was watching WMUR, statewide TV news channel, and there was a guy in there saying, yeah, they had to do away with it. You know, they had to do away with state inspections. The guy's a used car salesman. Now, why would he want to do away with safety inspections? A used car salesman, I have no idea. Anyway, so I know in Florida there's no mechanical safety inspection and no emissions inspection. And there's an accident down there, they say, every 44 seconds. Now, keep in mind, only 2% of traffic fatalities are due to mechanical failures nationwide. I find that hard to believe. I visited Florida about 10 years ago, and I saw a Ford Explorer, the ball joint let go, and it was in the side of a telephone pole. Yeah, so Massachusetts has a safety inspection. I believe Maine does, Vermont does. Connecticut does not have a mechanical inspection. They have emissions. And I know this because I've had students come to me from Keene State College that go to school. They come up from Connecticut, and I had one years ago. I'll see if I can find a picture and stick it up here. But the student's father called me and said, hey, I was wondering if you could secure the bumper with a little bit more tape. I'm like, more tape? He goes, yeah, it fell off a couple times. My son drove over it. So we want to get it, stuck on there a lot better. I'm like, okay. And I've had other cars come up from other students bring their cars to me, and supposedly the parents said they were just checked over by their mechanic. And I'm like, checked over, it's unsafe. Well, our mechanic said it's just fine. I'm like, well, you need a new mechanic because the car shouldn't be on the road. So I'm quite curious as to what you do. Do you have one mechanic that works on your vehicle, or do you go one place to get tires, one place to have exhaust work, one place to have your check engine light fixed? Or do you have one guy or girl, woman, work on your car, and they're the ones you trust to let you know that your car is safe or not? Because if they do away with inspections in New Hampshire, I still have my shop, and I bring a car in and it's got bad tires or loose suspension components or otherwise, there's going to be a waiver sign that saying that the customer understands that the car is not safe for road use, and they need to get it fixed as soon as possible. Yeah, many of you may say that, you're irritated, Joe, because it's going to do away with some of your livelihood. Yeah, me and a lot of other shops, sure, it's going to take away from that. But then again, there's going to be a lot more unsafe cars on the road, and it's not a cakewalk for us either. We have to be audited every couple of years. The inspector comes in and checks, make sure you're doing a good job. There's licensing fees. You have lease you have to pay on your computer equipment involved for inspections. And for a while there, it got really bad. I had to put a sign on my door that says all appointments by appointment, state inspections included, basically. And I was having people coming in and just dropping the keys on the counter saying they want an inspection. And it just doesn't work that way, especially with somebody I don't know. I'm going to check your car. I'm going to spend about an hour on it, especially if I haven't seen it. You're supposed to aim the headlights. Everything's supposed to be done like that. But to do it properly, you got to look it over, especially with a vehicle that's a lot older, But, I think that we should have mechanical inspections, at least mechanical inspections, or some basic nationwide, across the board safety inspection. I know one guy told me he used to live in Texas. I think you needed a brake light steering wheel, and a horn or something like that. But I know Florida doesn't have an inspection. Connecticut. There's only supposedly 12 states that have a mechanical safety inspection. A lot of others follow emissions, but I want to know what you think. You know, I mean, should we just do away with like elevator inspections? If a cable breaks, fourth floor, then you're on the first floor, or do away with hospital inspections, restaurant inspections, no more licensed electricians or plumbers. What else? How about, how would you feel about jumping on a plane and finding out that they don't inspect the planes anymore, and you're getting ready to take off and there's fluid leaking out of the wing or something like that? I think that would be a pretty bad thing, don't you, to do away with that stuff? But let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Do you think we should have inspections? Should we not? Would you feel comfortable knowing your car's not safe, like a ball joint's getting ready to let go anytime? I don't think most people would, but keep your positive comments in the comment section below. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, hit this little Boulet's Garage circle there. And I appreciate you, and keep your car safe and make sure someone's looking at it that cares about you. Have a good night.